Dear friends, as the Buddha once said, do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment. Welcome to another enlightening session here at the Motivation Zone at Freedom. Today, we delve into a profound metaphor from Buddhist teachings, the concept of mirror polishing. But we're not talking about simply cleaning surfaces until they shine. Instead, we explore how this act reflects a deeper, spiritual practice of achieving mental clarity and purity. Join me as we uncover how cleansing the mirror of our minds can lead to a life of greater peace and understanding. Let's begin our journey towards internal luminosity, free from the dust of distraction and distortion that our daily lives often sprinkle upon us. In the serene ambience of a remote temple, where the gentle murmur of the wind through ancient pines whispers of tranquility, we find a diligent student monk named Jaya. Each morning, as the sun casts its first golden rays over the temple's ornate architecture, Jaya begins his daily routine. His primary duty, among the chants and meditative practices, is to ensure that every corner of the temple, especially the mirrors, are immaculate. These mirrors, large and small, placed throughout the temple, serve not just as tools for personal grooming but as profound symbols of clarity and self-reflection. They are daily reminders to all who gaze into them of the importance of inner purity. Jaya monk, young and earnest, is guided by Master Li, an elder monk whose wisdom is as renowned as his compassion. Master Li has spent decades exploring the depths of mindfulness and imparting his knowledge to his disciples. His teachings often go beyond words, involving subtle demonstrations that provoke insight among his pupils. The dynamic between Jaya and Master Li is one of deep respect and curiosity. Jaya admires Master Li's serene demeanor and aspires to emulate it, while Master Li sees in Jaya monk the future of their tradition, brimming with potential yet clouded by youthful impatience. On a particularly reflective morning, as Jaya was polishing one of the temple's grand mirrors, Master Li approached him, his presence almost as quiet as the morning mist. Observing Jaya's meticulous efforts, Master Li posed a seemingly simple question that pierced the usual silence of their routine. "Why do you polish the mirror, Jaya?" Without hesitation, Jaya responded, "To make it shine, Master, so that all who look into it can see themselves clearly." Master Li nodded, his eyes reflecting a thoughtful spark. "And why, Jaya, do we need to see ourselves clearly?" he asked, prompting Jaya to pause his cloth. Before Jaya could formulate a reply, Master Li continued, "Consider this, young monk, if the mirror of your mind is already clear, why cloud it with worries, desires, or fears? Just as this physical mirror reflects your image, your mind reflects your nature. Our task is not merely to polish what is seen, but to clear the way for what is unseen, our true selves." This dialogue, simple yet profound, sparked a pivotal moment of realization for Jaya. Master Li's questions were not about the act of cleaning but were an invitation to a deeper philosophical exploration about the nature of mind and perception according to Buddhist teachings. The profound dialogue between Jaya and Master Li unfolds a central lesson in Buddhist philosophy, the concept of the mind's inherent clarity, obscured not by external circumstances but by our own mental habits. Master Li's guidance reveals an essential truth: the mirror of the mind, when clouded by the dust of our incessant thoughts, fears, and desires, distorts the reality of our true nature. Like the physical mirror that requires regular polishing to reflect clearly, our mental mirror too needs constant attention to maintain its purity. Master Li elucidates that the act of polishing the mirror isn't just about the physical cleanliness but is a metaphor for spiritual and mental maintenance. The mirror, he explains, is inherently clear. When it seems otherwise, it is only because we have allowed the dust of our ego, the smudges of our attachments, and the fingerprints of our past actions to obscure its surface. This analogy draws a powerful parallel to how we maintain our mental well-being. Continuous effort is required to keep our perceptions clear and our responses to life unclouded by subjective biases. According to Buddhist teachings, the mind in its natural state is pure and luminous, like a flawless mirror. However, over time, it becomes tainted by what are termed in Buddhism as the klesha or mental defilements, such as ignorance, attachment, and aversion. These defilements act like dust and grime on a mirror, obscuring our true self and reality from view. The practice of mindfulness and meditation are akin to the gentle wiping away of this grime, restoring the mind's pristine state. As Master Lee suggests, each stroke of mindful practice, each moment of awareness, is a stroke that polishes the mirror of the mind, gradually clearing away the layers of defilement that cloud our innate wisdom and compassion. Through this narrative, the lesson becomes clear. Just as we wouldn't neglect the cleanliness of a mirror for fear of not seeing our true reflection, we shouldn't neglect our mental and spiritual hygiene. We are reminded that the purity of our mind is natural, but maintaining that clarity is an ongoing process, demanding vigilance and regular introspective practice.
As we absorb the wisdom that Master Monk Lee shared with Monk Jaya, let's turn the mirror towards ourselves. Personal reflection. Each of us carries our own set of pollutants, those mental defilements like stress, anger, and jealousy that cloud our mental clarity. In our modern lives, these pollutants often manifest through the pressures of work, social expectations, and personal aspirations. It's crucial to recognize these disturbances not just as external stressors but as reflections of our internal state. Consider this. When was the last time you reacted out of anger or felt overwhelmed by stress? How often do you find jealousy creeping into your thoughts? Recognizing these emotions as signals, indications of the smudges on our mental mirror is the first step toward clarity. Practicing gratitude is another transformative habit. Each evening, reflect on at least 3 things you were grateful for during the day. This shifts focus from what's lacking or distressing to what's enriching, reducing feelings of envy and dissatisfaction. Consider the testimonials of those who have integrated these practices into their lives. Mark, a longtime follower of these practices, shares that incorporating just 10 minutes of meditation into his morning routine has significantly reduced his daily stress levels. He reports feeling more composed in handling work pressures. Similarly, Anna, who started practicing mindfulness in her interactions, found that she could manage her temper better, leading to improved relationships at home and work. These stories are a testament to the practical benefits of these ancient teachings. By regularly cleaning our mental mirror through these practices, not only do we enhance our own well-being, but we also improve our interactions with the world around us. Let these practices be a part of your daily routine and watch your life transform, one polished reflection at a time. As we conclude today's exploration of deep Buddhist teachings, let us offer our reverence to Lord Buddha, whose profound doctrines continue to illuminate paths toward inner peace and clarity for countless individuals around the world. These teachings, as exemplified through the story of Monk Jaya and Master Monk Lee, emphasize the enduring importance of inner purity over superficial appearances. We've delved into the concept of mirror polishing, not merely as a physical activity, but as a metaphor for maintaining the purity of our minds. Like mirrors, our minds reflect our true selves only when they are clear of the pollutants of negative thoughts and emotions. I invite each of you to adopt one of the practices discussed today, be it mindfulness meditation, focusing on your breath, or practicing detachment. Commit to this practice for 1 week and observe the transformative effects on your state of mind. Please share your journey and experiences in the comments below or through social media, as your story could inspire others on their path to mental clarity. Remember, dear friends, clear mirrors reflect the most beautiful views. Let us cleanse our minds and reflect our true selves. In doing so, we honor Lord Buddha's teachings and empower ourselves to lead more mindful and fulfilling lives. Thank you for joining me today at the Motivation Zone at Freedom. May your pursuit of mental clarity be blessed and enriching.